looking for a crunch-free 10-minute workout to add at the beginning, end, or even in the middle of your workout, stick around. In this 10-minute workout, we are going to do 5 movements, seconds on with a 15-second transition period. And then at the end of those 5, we're going to have a 1-minute finisher. Then we will go through and repeat that. We're going to start in a plank position on your hands. Now, while I want you doing this on your hands, you can do it on your knees or on your toes. I'm going to choose my toes. From here, take your left hand up, touch your shoulder, taking it down, and other. We're going to continue here for 30 seconds. A couple things to think about. I want your hips staying as steady as possible, so we're not rotating it. If you find yourself rotating a lot, I want you going to the muscle above your knees. Bend your knees, but don't cross your ankles because we want to keep your hips aligned. The slower you go with these, the more challenging it's going to be. Okay, there's your 30 seconds. Roll over, come over on your back, and yes, we are going from back to front a lot. Coming down, bend your knees. Press your big toe, your little toe, and your heel into the ground. Squeeze your glutes as you lift up. Now, take your right foot up, and we're going to go down and up. So we're really isolating that glute, which, yes, as I explained in that previous video, our glutes are part of our core. Keep pulling your belly button back to your spine, and if you need a little bit of help, then just go down and up. So that is another way of doing this. Make it work for you. Okay, release, take it down. We're going to do the other side. So reset, big toe, little toe, heel, lift that glute up, lift your left leg in the air, and lower and lift that leg. This is a isolated movement. Remember, keep pulling that belly button toward the spine. You are really getting that glute. The other option is to lower it down every time and just lift that left leg up a little bit less. The intent is to really isolate those muscles. You don't have to do it exactly like I do. Okay, that is your 30 seconds. Roll it over. I'm going to come over here on your hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Lift your rear up in the air. Press both heels down. Lift your right leg up in the air. Now come into that plank position and bring your right knee to your right elbow. Going back up. Take the time to lengthen it. Take your right knee to your left elbow and up. And then bring it in to the center. We've got time for about 1 more round of those. Press it up. Right knee to your right elbow and up. Right knee to your left elbow and right knee to that center. All right, release. Take your hands, clasp them together. Do a little figure 8. Kind of stretch out those wrists because we're getting ready to do it again. All right, hands and knees. Curl your toes up. Lift your hips up. Left leg up in the air. To the left elbow and up, right elbow and up and center. 1 more time with each of these. Left elbow, kicking it up, right elbow, kicking it up and center. Take it down, do a little figure 8. You can kind of stretch it, whatever works for you. Shake it out. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. All right, we've got that 1-minute finisher, and then we're going to repeat everything. Head down to the ground, all the way. Big toe, little toe, heel. Take your hands by your hips. Take your shoulder blades up off the ground. From here, take your left hand, reach for that ankle on your left side, and then your right hand. I want you to envision like you are scooching, squirming, however you want to call it, but we're just going side to side. So it's not a crunch, we're just going side to side, working on strengthening your obliques, your transverse abdominis, all of those side muscles, which like we talked about, are part of your core. Keep your shoulder blades up off the ground if possible, and keep your chin up. So we're not crunching it down. I don't want you straining your neck. I don't think you want that either. Okay, set 2, let's roll it over. We're going back into that plank position. On your knees, on your toes, you choose, but the goal is to keep those hips steady. I'm gonna go back up to my toes, and let's go right hand to left shoulder and down, left hand and down. You can make it a little easier by widening your stance, make it harder by bringing it in. But again, progress only when you have mastered the motion before. Keep pulling that belly button into your spine and keep those hips steady. That's where the secret sauce is. 3, 2, 1. All right, roll it back over. I know we're doing a lot of flipping and flopping here. That's part of feeling and functioning well, is keeping our body nice and supple. All right, right leg up, left glute up, and let's go down and up. So remember, you can drop everything, all right? And if that's too much, just do regular glute bridges. That is totally fine too. Down and up. I'm gonna keep it up because I really wanna isolate those glutes. When you do this, you're not only getting that big gluteus maximus, but you're also getting what I call the mini muscles. All right, release. We're gonna do the other side. Reset everything. Take your, let's see, go up into that glute bridge, lift your left leg, and down and up. What are the mini muscles? The mini muscles are the smaller gluteus muscles, or the muscles in your glute region, your butt region, and those are the ones that stabilize you and support you. They are a lot smaller, but so important in keeping your hips strong, believe it or not, your knees strong, because they support your femur. And as we age, it's especially important to have strong mini muscles, and for athletes or people who love to leave the ground. Let's roll over. We're heading back to our hands and knees. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up in the air. Let's do our left leg first this time. Lift your left leg up and bring it to your left elbow. Taking it up to your right elbow and up. Center it. One more round of these. Take it up. You know, if you will take that right heel, press it into the ground, you're going to get a nice little bonus calf stretch as we do this. Center it up. Coming down to your hands and knees. You can take the hands. I like to figure 8. You can do this, shake it out, roll it out, whatever works. All right, heading back down to your hands and knees. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up in the air, and it's the right leg turn. Right leg up. Right knee to your right elbow. High up in the sky. Right knee to your left elbow. Up and center. One more time of each of these. Up to the right. Up to the left. Up and center. Good job. Take that down. Stretch out those wrists, however you want to do it. I kind of like this, and I like the figure 8. All right, we've got this one finisher. Let's go back over onto our back, bent knees, rolling it down. All right, we got this. Let's lift our head up, shoulder blades up off the ground. Look up. Take your left hand over to your left side, right to the right. Here we go. So you don't have a lot of clearance on the ground here, okay? We're not going all the way up, but we're not staying all the way down. So just get those shoulder blades up off the ground. See if you can go a little bit further. How much mobility can you get here? Keep pulling that belly button to the spine. I always forget to do that. Now, what's your neck doing? Is it starting to strain? Mine's starting to strain a little bit, so you can always take a little mini break if you need. Otherwise, refocus. Look up at the ceiling Don't be pulling your neck forward. It's our core that's doing the work. It's not our neck. We are almost there. I know it's tight. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring those knees in. Roll out your ankles because it's always a good idea to do that. Take your hands out. Take your knees over to one side. Give it a nice little stretch. And then coming up, go to the other side. And in, and if you want to do a full body stretch, take those feet to one side of the room, your hands to another. And now open up that rib cage as much as you can and try and give those abs, give your core a nice little stretch. Well done, my friends. Hey, if this content is helpful to you, would you do me a favor and hit that like button? That's super helpful to me. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, why not? Go ahead and do it, and that way you will be up to speed on all of the videos that we put out, focusing on grace-filled ways to take care of your physical, mental, and spiritual health. That's all for today. Go out there and have a grace day.